morning, students of class 9. As we have been continuing fourth chapter of your book Moments in the Kingdom of Fools. Today I am going to continue the rest of the paragraph. Have a look. When the king said to get the dancer wherever she is, the dancing girl who had become an old woman now came trembling to the court. Did you walk up and down that street many years ago while this poor man was building a wall? Did you see him? The king asked to the dancing girl. Yes, my lord, I remember it very well. So you did walk up and down with your anklet jingling? You were young and you distracted him. So he built a bad wall. The king accused on the dancing girl that as she was walking up and down with her anklets jingling, at that time certainly she was young and she had distracted the mind of the mansion, so he built a bad wall. It has fallen on a poor burglar and killed him. You have killed an innocent man. You will have to be punished, the king said to the dancing girl. She thought for a minute and said, My lord, wait. I know now why I was walking up and down that street. I had given some gold to the goldsmith to make some jewelry for me. He was a lazy scoundrel. He made so many excuses. Said he would give it now, he would give it then, and so on all day. He made me walk up and down to his house a dozen times. The dancing girl remembered and told the king that as she had given some gold to the goldsmith to make some jewelry for her, and goldsmith was a lazy person. He made so many excuses. He said he would give it now, he would give it then. That's why she was going to his house, to his shop a dozen times and whole day. It was not her fault. It was the fault of the goldsmith. That was when the bricklayer saw me. The dancer said, It's not my fault, my lord, it's the damned goldsmith's fault. The dancing girl said, Poor thing, she's absolutely right. The king said, as he was convinced with the dancer. To the king, weighing the evidence, when the king observed the evidence given by the dancer, we have got the real culprit at last. The king said that at last they got the real culprit. Get the goldsmith wherever he is hiding at once. The king ordered to bring the goldsmith at once, wherever he was. The king's bailiffs, king's men, searched for the goldsmith, who was hiding in a corner of his shop. When he heard the accusation against him, he had his own story to tell. When the king told his man to bring the goldsmith, the goldsmith was found, who was hiding in a corner of his shop. When he heard the accusation which was against him, he also had his own story to tell. The goldsmith told, My lord, I am a poor goldsmith. It's true I made this dancer come many times to my door. I gave her excuses because I couldn't finish making her jewelry before I finished the rich merchant's order. They had a wedding coming and they wouldn't wait. You know how impatient rich men are. The goldsmith said, as he remembered that it was true that he met this dancer come many times and gave her excuses because he couldn't finish making dancers jewelry before he finished the rich merchant's order because they had a wedding coming in the family and they wouldn't wait. The goldsmith also explained that how impatient rich men are. Who is the rich merchant who kept you from finishing this poor woman's jewelry? Made her walk up and down, which distracted the bricklayer. The king asked the goldsmith to tell the name of the rich merchant who kept him from finishing this poor woman's jewelry and made her walk up and down, which distracted this bricklayer, which made a mess of his wall, which has now fallen on an innocent man and killed him. Can you name him? The king asked to the goldsmith. The goldsmith named the merchant, and he was none other than the original owner of the house whose wall had fallen. When the goldsmith told the name of the rich merchant, he was none other than the owner of the house whose wall had fallen on the thief. Now justice had come full circle. Starting from the rich merchant, it returned once again to the rich merchant. So the justice had come full circle. It had completed its circle. Thought the king back to the merchant. When he was rudely summoned, when the king called the rich merchant back to the court, he arrived crying. It wasn't me, but my father who ordered the jewelry. The rich merchant said that he had not ordered the goldsmith, but it was his father who ordered the jewelry, and as he is dead, I am innocent. The rich merchant said, as his father was dead, that's why he said that he was innocent. But the king consulted his minister and ruled decisively. It's true your father is the true murderer. The king accepted that it's true that his father was the real murderer, but he is dead. But somebody must be punished in his place. Punishment must be given to any person in his place. You have inherited everything from the criminal father of yours. The king said to the rich merchant, as he had inherited everything, all the riches from that criminal father of yours, his riches as well as his sins. I knew at once, even when I first set eyes on you, the king said, that you were at the root of this horrible crime. You must die. The king said that he knew first time when he set his eyes on the rich merchant, and he said that he was the root of this horrible crime. You must die, the king said to the rich merchant. After completing this paragraph, we will start next paragraph another day. Thanking all of you. Have a nice day.